true. Hello and welcome. This is Lisa Marie Graves with MLJS Legacy, and you are watching Featured Friday, where successful business leaders, not just business leaders, but successful business leaders share their knowledge and experience with you to help create and develop 360 legacy leadership skills. Today, I have with me a pretty cool guy. Met him fairly recently, and he has graced me with some amazing mentorship already. His name is Kim Gill, and he is a land developer with Morningstar, the master plan community in East Parker County. Did I get all that right?
You got that right.
Okay.
Got that right.
I met Kim a couple of months ago. We were at a breakfast, and he was a sponsor, and I was really interested to hear more about Morningstar and what you did, and I'd never met a land developer before. So after the breakfast, we had talked, and he gave me a tour of Morningstar, which totally blew me away, and all the things that he does with Morningstar. And I was very excited that he had agreed to be on Featured Friday for him to share more about Morningstar and what he does as a land developer. So Kim, I'm going to turn it over to you and just share a little bit about what you do and, of course, this amazing community at Morningstar.
Well, Lisa, what we do, we start by identifying the land project itself. And here at Morningstar, we have 750 acres. And we purchase the land, we go through the planning process with engineers and planners, and we lay out the subdivision and all the roads and where the utilities are going to come from. And then we go to the city, in this case the city of Fort Worth,
okay,
and sit down with them and plan the whole project and get their approvals to build the project. And then we have to go to the final stage of engineering plans. Then we take those engineering plans and we submit them out for bid, and we deal with, a dozen different contractors in different areas, people that do dirt work, people that do utility work, people that do paving, and we built lakes. We have a big amenity center we're building, so we have pool contractors and general contractors to build the clubhouses. All these things encompass what becomes Morningstar.
Wow.
So here we have basically 2,200 single-family lots. We have about 35 acres of commercial land.
Okay.
We have...
What's going on the commercial land?
It will probably be mostly neighborhood services.
Okay.
Daycares.
All here within Morningstar.
All here within Morningstar. So
Okay.
people they'll be able to shop here, put their kids into daycare here, go to the doctor here. We have Parker County's building a sub-courthouse here.
Oh, wow.
So you can get your driver's license here, you can have a sheriff's department will be here, and you could get married here.
Really?
All in one place.
That's cool.
So
Very inclusive.
Yeah, very inclusive. And we picked in this case 4 builders that we felt were compatible with each other, what we call playing in the sandbox together.
Right.
And our price point is from $250,000 to $400,000. So we try to target the meat of the market in Dallas-Fort Worth, which right now is we're right in the middle of the fairway.
Yes.
Price point.
Okay.
We've been very successful. We've today, in the last 2 years, we started 2 years ago in construction. So we've built about 187 houses. We have 120 of those sold.
What's the square footage-ish of the different homes? And we're actually sitting in one of the homes right now.
We
by
are
D.R.
sitting
Horton,
in D.R. Horton model home right now. They range from the low 2,000s, so in other words, 2,200 square feet, up to, probably the low 4,000.
Oh.
So the average would probably be in the 2,800 square feet.
Okay.
And, obviously 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 2-car garage, 3-car garage.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good sized backyards. Obviously been very popular because we've sold 120 houses since, in the last 7 months.
Wow.
So we're very successful.
Where are the families coming from? Just curious. Do you know?
Well, actually we have people coming from all over the country because we've created over 600,000 jobs in Dallas-Fort Worth in the last 10 years.
Wow.
So there's a lot of people moving here from other parts of the country for work. Here locally, we have Lockheed Martin.
Right.
And they announced in the paper today that on Tuesday they're having a job fair. They're going to hire 2,000 people.
Oh, that's good to hear. I
And
didn't realize that.
and those are jobs that are basically $50,000 to $80,000 annual salary.
Okay.
So those folks are well paid, and they can buy homes in Morningstar. We have several of Lockheed employees living here now.
Wow. Okay. I had well, not a question, but I thought something that was really cool. The first time we came out, and he had shown me kind of where you guys were still building, and we went in and showed me a couple of the homes that were being built. But the street, you had showed me the machine that does the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So would you share with them? Because I mean, I just think that's just interesting.
Well, it's called a slip form machine.
Okay.
And basically, it's a machine that spreads out the width of the street,
Mm-hmm.
and it crawls on a track, like a bulldozer,
Mm-hmm.
track loader, and the cement trucks come in and dump the cement directly into the machine, and the machine, like a ribbon, pours the street out behind it.
And you said include curbs and
everything.
Isn't that crazy?
So it actually brushes the concrete and finishes the concrete
All in one step.
all in one step. So they can pour like 1,100 lineal feet in one day. So you can have a full street they start in the morning at 9, 10 o'clock, and by 5 o'clock when those guys quit, you've got 1,100 feet of street that's all done.
Wow.
So it makes it's a much quicker, simpler system. They're very expensive, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's the best way to develop something.
Well, I would assume even if they're more expensive, that in the long run, being quicker and quality, that you're saving money and time. So,
Time is money in
yes,
this
it
business.
is. Yes, it is.
Time is money.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, well, anything else you want to share about Morningstar?
Well, that pretty much sums it up. I mean, we're going to have a lot of amenities for people. We're going to have hike and bike trails. We kept the Little Mary's Creek that runs through the neighborhood, large mature trees. We're going to keep all that natural. We're going to build 3 miles of hike and bike trails all the way around that, so
Nice.
people can get out and exercise in the morning and go to the pool with their kids in the afternoon.
And how many pools? There's 2 pools?
There's 2 pools right now, one large resort pool, and then what we call the you're over 8 and you're making a lot of noise pool. And we have a soccer field, and we have an amphitheater for Saturday night at the movies with the kids, and we've stocked all our lakes with a couple thousand fish.
Nice.
So we can do fishing derbies for the kiddos. It's all catch and release. So we've got a lot of cool amenities for folks.
Yeah, it's nice for the community aspect. Would you mind sharing where you guys are located?
We are on FM 3325, which is Farmer Road in East Parker County, 1 mile north of I-20. And we are about 15 minutes from downtown Fort Worth.
That's it?
That's it.
Nice. Nice. Okay, well, thank you
Close
very
to
much.
work.
Yeah, well, yeah, either way, if you work in Weatherford or work in Fort
Yeah.
Worth, then easy access to the interstate, and you're home before you know it and at work before you know it. That's kind of nice, instead of driving an hour.
Which a lot of people do.
How long have you been doing this?
About 36 years.
And what did you do before?
I started out in this business as a land broker, selling land to people like me.
Okay.
And that evolved very quickly into the actual land development side. And I've been doing that ever since.
So 36 years?
6 years.
Wow. Wow, definitely well experienced, very knowledgeable. And I had asked Kim if he would share a piece of advice to other business leaders.
Piece of advice for other business leaders. The thing I learned when I first got in this business was people make it happen, people watch it happen, and people wonder what happened. And I realized if you don't go out and make it happen every day, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I learned early on that if I wanted to have the financial success that I wanted, I pretty much needed to work for myself. And if you're going to work for yourself, you have to be able to get up and do it every day. No one's going to do it for you.
Yeah.
Because there's no paycheck until the end of the day, until the project's finished. You don't get a paycheck every 2 weeks. So you've got to be prepared to work really hard and learn as much as you can from everybody that comes down the road, because everybody has a little something you can learn from.
Absolutely, absolutely. We had a conversation one time, and you shared that with me. And you know, as you process information for yourself, wherever you are and whatever you're doing in the stage of your business, that when you think about making things happen, that you have to make things happen. And you had actually inspired me partly to do this segment of Featured Friday, and actually create some social media classes as well and approaching people. So I had to make things happen. You have to make opportunities. So whatever your business is, what is it that you're going to make happen so that you can increase success for yourself? Let's see. Okay, I wrote down the second question so I remember.
It's okay.
What is something that you have changed in your strategy that has brought you success?
Well, obviously the computer age evolved during my career. When we first started, we didn't have computers, which makes me really old. But nowadays, I mean, the average homeowner that buys a house, that's in the market to buy a house, starts, over 85% of them start on the internet. Used to be when we, in my business, the newspaper was your active connection to the sales community. You advertised in the newspaper. Very few people advertise in the newspaper anymore. Everybody is on the internet. They're on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on blogs, and so that's really changed how we do business from a sales perspective. And from the home builder side, it's really changed their industry. I mean, everybody is on the internet. People can get on there and they can see Morningstar. They can see all our amenities. They can see who our builders are. They can see the floor plans, the price points. They can completely be educated on what we have to offer. And the phone number that they call actually routes to my cell phone.
Really?
So I have the soccer moms on the weekends calling me to ask questions about Morningstar.
Wow.
So it keeps me in constant connection with people that are interested in buying a home in Morningstar.
Wow.
And that's true with every community that we have.
How many communities do you have?
Right now we have about 6.
Wow. Wow.
And we're getting ready to start another one called Northstar on the north side of Fort Worth up on the 287 corridor. About the same size as Morningstar.
Wow. Wow.
So that has a taxable value of just Morningstar and Northstar of about $1.7 billion. We've come a long way.
So can I say I'm sitting next to a billionaire?
No.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be.
I bet, right?
Yeah, it would be. Hopefully one day I'll be there. But right now, I'm very pleased with where we are, and it's been a good run and a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, congratulations on your success. I know it takes
Thank
a
you.
lot of hard work, and again, very impressed by you when I first saw you, and I really appreciate what you're saying about staying up with the times. I mean, you have to change to continue to flourish, and unfortunately I do know several people that are not comfortable with social media or getting on it. Some people I know, few, don't even have a Facebook profile, but if you are a business owner, you do need to be on social media. You do need to be investing in that aspect, because that's where people are, that's where they're looking, and if you want them to know more about you instead of hearing it from other people, then you need to have a presence out on your
Yeah, it brings up an important point that I probably should have told you.
Yes.
Maybe I did in one of our earlier conversations. I had a billionaire tell me one time, a Dallas guy,
Okay.
who is a billionaire several times over.
Nice.
And
Can I meet him? Can I feature him on Featured
Probably,
Friday?
probably. He asked me when I was a very young guy what I wanted. And I told him I wanted to make a lot of money. And he said, well, that's real easy. And I said, well, how do I do it? And he said, all you need to do is find out what it is people want and figure out a way to give it to them. And you can make all the money you want. So I chose, obviously, this business because everybody needs someplace to live. So that's what we spend our time doing, is finding what people want, where they want to live, and then figure out a way to give it to them.
Yep. And you did give me that advice.
Okay, I thought I might have.
Yeah, you did. And it's interesting because you have to process it on, again, who you are and where your skills and talents are and what a difference that you want to make and what do people need. And you walked me through it a little bit, helping me and relate it to what I have to offer. So that was, process it. Take some time and process it. Okay, well, thank you again so much for being part of Featured Friday. If you would like to appear on Featured Friday, please contact me via Facebook at MLJS Legacy. Message me. Also, my email is lisa@mljslegacy. I'd love to hear from you and get you on Featured Friday. And if people want to know more about Kim Gill and Morningstar, where can they go?
they can go to welcome-to-morningstar.com. It'll all come up right there.
Yes, it's a great website. And social sites, Morningstar Texas, Morningstar.
MorningstarTexas.com.
Okay.
We're on Facebook. All of that is accessible off the website.
That's right. It is absolutely. That's the best way to get to the social sites.
It is.
Make sure your links work on your website.
Yeah, you got to learn how to use it.
Well, have a fabulous weekend. Thank you again so much for being my guest today.
Good
Take
to be
care,
with you.
everybody.
Bye bye.